Your story begins on a warm, salt-bright morning in Hawaii, and you live by one simple rule. You are Henry, and you never let anyone get close. A week of fun, a goodbye, and you are gone before anything can stick. It has kept your heart safe for years. It has also left it completely empty, though you would never admit that out loud. You spend your days at the aquarium, patching up sea lions and stubborn old turtles, talking to them like they are people. You are good at this. Animals trust you fast and let you go without a fight. That is the whole reason you like them. Nothing they feel for you can ever turn into something you have to stay for. Your buddy teases you about the tourists, the easy flings, the women who fly home and never look back. You laugh along. You tell yourself this is the good life, sunshine and no strings, no one waiting, no one to disappoint. Deep down, a quiet part of you is starting to get tired of waking up next to no one. You ignore it. Then one ordinary morning at a little beachside diner, you look up, and you cannot look away. A local girl sits alone by the window, carefully building a tiny house out of her waffle, smiling to herself like the world is a kind place. Something in your chest goes quiet and warm. For the first time in a long time, you actually want to walk over. So you do. Her name is Lucy, and within a minute she is laughing at your dumbest jokes, the ones that never land. You make her a fishy little gift out of a napkin, and she lights up. You sit across from her, and the whole noisy diner fades out. This is the best morning you can remember having, and you barely know her name. She has to go. It is her father's birthday, and every year they drive up and pick a pineapple together, a tradition she clearly loves. You hear yourself ask if she will have breakfast with you again tomorrow, same time. She says yes. You walk out into the sun feeling lighter than you have in years, already counting the hours until morning. The next day you come back glowing, ready to pick up exactly where you left off. You drop into the seat across from her with a grin, and she looks at you like a stranger. Polite, a little nervous, completely blank. "I have never met you," she says, and means it. The floor drops out from under you, and you have no idea why. The cook pulls you aside before you can make it worse. Lucy is a very special person, he tells you, different from everyone else. You can hear in his voice that this is not a joke, and that he has had this conversation before. You brace yourself. Whatever is coming, you already know it is going to change everything. "About a year ago," he says, "there was a car accident. Her father walked away with a few broken ribs. Lucy walked away with a brain that would never hold a new day again. She kept her whole life up to the crash, every memory, every person. She just cannot make a single new one stick. Your mind reels trying to picture it. Every night while she sleeps, her slate wipes itself clean. She wakes up believing it is the same October Sunday, over and over, the morning right before the accident. To her, the year that has passed simply never happened. She is not sad about it. She does not even know it is happening. That is somehow the part that breaks your heart the most. Her father has built an entire fragile world to protect her. He reprints the same newspaper and leaves it on the porch every night. He replays the same birthday, picks the same pineapple, lets her live the same safe day again and again. You stand there stunned, understanding now why she looked through you. To Lucy, you were never there at all. Your buddy thinks this is wonderful news. She is perfect for you, he says, grinning. No attachment, no commitment, her plane leaves every single night. You can spend the whole day with her and then just float away, and she will never even know you were gone. For one ugly second, the old you almost agrees, but you cannot do it. The thought of treating her like a person who does not count makes you feel sick. So you decide on something quiet and a little crazy. You will just walk up and say hello again. Today, and maybe tomorrow, and however many tomorrows it takes. You will simply meet her new as many times as she needs. So you start over. Every morning you find a fresh way in. You bring a silly drawing, you fumble a joke, you ask her to teach you a word you already know. And every time that same laugh comes back, bright and surprised, like she is hearing you for the very first time. Because to her, she always is. Some mornings she is shy, sure she is stupid because the menu blurs in front of her. So you sit beside her and gently teach her the letters, making a clown of yourself until she forgets to be ashamed. By the end of the pancakes, she is laughing again, leaning toward you. You have made her fall for you a second time, and a third, and you have lost count. Her father finds out, and he is not gentle about it. He plants himself in front of you, all hard edges and warning. Any man who is fine with a romance that resets every night, he says, is not a man he can trust with his daughter. You understand. You even agree. And you know already that you are not going to stay away. So you get clever. You fake car trouble on the road she takes. You stage a goofy little rescue so she can save the day. Anything for one honest reason to meet her brand new one more time. It should feel like a trick. Instead, every single one of these first dates feels like the truest thing you have ever done. Then her father shows you the real secret, the tender one. There is an old Beach Boys song her late mother loved, the one they played on every fishing trip. Lucy only sings it on a good day. And lately, he tells you quietly, the only day she ever sings it is the day she meets you. You did not expect that to hit you so hard. You ask him the question you cannot stop thinking about. What happens down the line? One morning she will look in the mirror and see a face that aged 10 years overnight. He does not flinch. He just tells you he worries about exactly that every single day of his life. For the first time you see how heavy this love really is. Then comes the day it all breaks. By accident, she sees a real date, a current newspaper, the faded scars she does not remember earning. The careful little world cracks open in her hands. You watch the truth pour in all at once, a whole lost year crashing down on a woman who woke up thinking it was yesterday. You stand back, helpless, as she learns she has been in an accident, that months are simply gone, that the day around her is a stage set built to keep her calm. The worst part for her is not the missing time. It is finding out her whole life is a kind of loving lie. You feel every bit of it land on her. So you all just lie to me every day, she says, and it guts you because she is right. You have no clever answer, no joke that fixes it. You only know one thing for certain, standing there in the wreckage of her good mood. You are not going to be one more person who walks away from her, so you make her something, a videotape. Every morning now, before she steps out into the world, she wakes and watches it. It walks her gently through who she is, what happened, and the strange, wonderful life she has built. And near the end, it tells her about you, the guy from the diner who is crazy about her. The tape fills with the people who love her. Her father, steady and kind. Her brother, being ridiculous to make her smile. Her friends from the cafe. And then your face, telling her not to be scared, that there are so many people in her corner. You are turning her terrifying blank morning into something soft to land on. She cries when she learns the truth, the way she does every time. And then, every time, she dries her eyes and comes to find you. You have done the impossible. You have made yourself the best part of a life that starts from nothing each dawn. You are not fighting her empty slate anymore. You are writing yourself onto it, day after day. One afternoon she asks you, plain and a little scared, whether you love her. You do not hesitate. You tell her you love her very much, probably more than anybody could ever love another person. And the wild thing is, you mean every word, even knowing she will not remember you saying it when the sun comes up tomorrow. And every one of your days ends the same beautiful way, with a kiss that is, for her, the very first one. People spend their whole lives chasing that single perfect first kiss. You get one every single morning, fresh, electric, brand new. It should feel like a loss. Somehow, with her, it feels like a gift you keep unwrapping. One night, heart pounding, you ask her to marry you. She says yes. She lights up like the sky, and for a few hours the future feels solid and real and yours. Then morning comes, and the slate wipes clean, and she does not know your name, let alone that last night you promised each other forever. You start over again. Then she shows you something new. A journal she has begun keeping, so that instead of a stranger on a tape telling her about her life, she can read it in her own hand. It is brave and it is hopeful, and you love her even more for it. You do not yet know what she has written in it about you. What she has written is goodbye. She has been thinking in the only quiet she gets, and she has decided she is holding you back. You had a whole life before her, a dream, a voyage you quietly gave up. She cannot stand the idea of you shrinking your entire world down to one repeating day for her sake. She tells you she is letting you go, not because she does not love you, but because she does. She will not chain you to a mourning that erases itself, will not make you carry what her father carries. She is breaking your heart on purpose to set you free, and watching her be that strong somehow hurts most of all. Then, gently, she erases you. Page by page, she takes you out of her journal, so tomorrow there will be no you to miss. One last first kiss, she asks, and you give it to her, slow and aching, knowing it really is the last one. And then she lets you walk out the door, and you let her. Weeks later, you are at the dock, finally leaving for good, the dream voyage you swore you would take. Her father comes to see you off. He tells you Lucy moved away to the institute so she would stop being your burden. But up there, he says, she is painting again. She is teaching. She is even singing again. Then he hands you a gift. Out on the open water, miles from everything, you finally open it. It is the Beach Boys CD. The song her mother loved. The song Lucy only ever sings on a happy day. You sit there with it in your hands as the meaning slowly rises up through you like a tide you cannot stop. She remembers you. Not the facts, not the dates, nothing the doctors could measure. But somewhere underneath the wipe, in her dreams and her songs and the colors she paints, you are still there. You got in. After everything, you actually got in. And you are sailing in the wrong direction. So you turn the boat around. You find her at the institute, brush in hand, sun in her hair, and she does not know your name. It should crush you. It does not, because you have done this 100 times now, and you know something she does not yet know about her own heart. She leads you into her studio, and you stop breathing. The walls are covered in your face. Painting after painting of a man she swears she has never met, a man she dreams about almost every single night. Her memory let you go a year ago. Her heart never got the message. It has been quietly keeping you the whole time. You tell her the truth, all of it, that she erased you to give you a full and happy life, that she got it backwards, that being with her, even one impossible day at a time, is the only full and happy life you have ever wanted. You are the man of her dreams, you tell her, and she is the girl of yours. So you marry her, and instead of trapping her in that endless October, you build her a brand new morning, far from the diner and the reprinted newspaper. A morning that is finally, completely true. You decide her clean slate will not be a cage anymore. It is going to be the start of a fresh adventure every single day. She wakes in a cozy bunk to the gentle rock of your boat. She watches a new tape made with love that tells her who she is now, that she is married to the goofy aquarium guy, that the little girl nearby is hers. Then she puts on a warm jacket because outside it is cold and bright, and she comes to find you. She steps out onto the deck into clean Alaskan air, the wide blue sea on one side and glittering ice on the other, your daughter laughing and her father smiling in the sun. She does not remember falling in love with you. She never will. But every single morning, for the rest of your lives, she gets to fall all over again. Your story never needed her to remember. It only needed you to keep